Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to carry on that thing because annoying type and stuff. We have fixed the borders, so yeah. Now little old base over here. No, basically the size of a US base, the biggest US base. We have a naval landing. Puerto Rico stocks to get destroyed. And then we even have some rebellions. That Puerto Rico is strong. They admit it, they're strong. But then they immediately get destroyed. And there's kind of this weird thing that happens in Puerto Rico. And it's called rebels again. And they only earn like this. Don't worry, it won't be a massive rebel. So then, with the help of the US, it's pushed out, and it's kind of like a civil. This is mostly a civil war for Puerto Rico at this point. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a civil war for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico doesn't want to be annexed, so it's like, help me! But it's kind of, well, not. Puerto Rico dies. Gets depletuated. Now, I am going to keep it like that. It's like, and I'm not going to change the name yet. But Mex does own more land now, so yay. Do also have a campaign of Guatemala. And by the way, the Danish decide not to give up. So yeah, the Danish is not giving up. We do have a stretch down here. Yep. So yeah. Guatemala doesn't really want to get capitulated, but is gonna probably. It's not. It's a. The US was using that as a naval base. So was Canada. The US was a little dangerous for Canada. So yeah. Yeah, we do. Now, naval bases are all here. That's why US is like kind of like not doing anything because it has naval bases everywhere and they got destroyed in the crossfire. So we do have the naval bases being here. We have a massive naval base being here. A massive naval base. Now this is the USA's naval bases, and then we just have naval bases here. You know, because these are his property there. They made an agreement that US will only do one in theirs. They kind of destroyed themselves with naval bases. And then we have this weird naval base, which is super tiny. Yeah, but it does have the most soldiers. Now, the sad thing is they had this in Puerto Rico. They had a naval base, which was one of the strongest. So, yeah. They kind of screwed themselves. No. They're not going to make a new naval base. They might, because they might need to just keep the US's survival. So we do have them move up into like a volcano-y like shape. So kind of like a panhandle. So yeah, Guatemala is gonna get. I forgot what they called it again. Annex. No. They called it. Guys, please tell me in the comments. I said it in the last video about Puerto Rico getting occupied. Yes, occupied. Guatemala's gonna get occupied. But now Guatemala think that they're actually standing up now because the Mex has to kind of focus themselves up north, where US is not having their business. And we're kind of pushing them out here. Yeah, they kind of start pushing into actual Mexican land. Because what they did. So now Mexico is pushed back to even smaller than its original land. I mean, technically not, because it does own like Puerto Rico and all of Guatemala. We also do see them having a massive push into these guys, because they're like kind of weak compared to USA now, because their economy was falling, so they had to kind of. So yeah, the US is kind of striving now. Now Mexico does not get its thing, so yeah. The US, the Danish making a surprise re-annexation of Puerto Rico. So this is just the Danish, by the way. This is the Danish itself. Don't ask how they're doing this. They finally evolved in the war because they had all their troops in mainland, then to Greenland, and then when that happens, they moved all the way down here. Now Cuba is the strongest of the island, so let's see this happening. If you don't count the main part, it is the strongest, small country. So yeah, we do. So that's going to be a problem. But the Danish are absolutely destroying over here. They have not noticed that because they are too busy fighting on the front lines. But for Denmark, this is the front lines. They did decide to do something because they knew they were going to get land. Did you know that because people doesn't know that Denmark owns that Greenland, they say that actually France is the second biggest if you disclude Russia, and Ukraine is first. But Denmark is actually first. Why not? And now that's going to change by a lot. So yeah, we do see the annexation of not occupied, because Denmark plans that if they keep it, then they're going to annex these islands. So why would the US want them? No. So now that these guys have gone, it's just you. Now, Cuba has its own strongness. So yeah, they're facing some problems. So they're just going around it, and they are doing smart strat. Now this is the biggest blow. It's too weak to hit actually one of their ally things. Just kind of grown. Then they finally connect. So yeah, Cuba gets destroyed. Kind of. No, they don't. But they do kind of. So yeah, now the Mexicans have not realized that has just happened. That has just completely blown. And yeah, that's happened. Now we do finally have the surrenderance of Guatemala, meaning that the Mexicans have finally pushed down and captured Guatemala. Now, it's kind of US, Canada, and Greenland. So Mex kind of hasn't realized this has changed to. Now, I have just realized that if if we were doing today, then it would just literally be Mexico. Ah, yikes. I feel sorry. I feel sorry. Oh, Mexico would be destroyed right now. God damn. So now we have some US issues. Now they do reclaim the land. Now we do have some US issues kind of everywhere. And also some Canadians. Now we're mostly gonna focus. This is where most of the issues will be. I'm usually sorry for Canada. That big plot. So we do have the Mexicans. Now there are around 100, just 100 alone troops here, cause like ooh, they are all basically off this line. Also, Canadians have bumped up their shooting, so if they see a plane that doesn't have the Canadian flag. So yeah, and you may think bad, mate, USA could do that, but nope. They may have to go in the ocean. They can dodge Canada, but nope. Canada has its insane navals too. It's mostly shooters and navals for Canada. That's literally the only thing they have. So I'm sorry, pilots. They're not really. They can't really fly. So yeah. If Mexico just did a naval invasion, that kind of. Now they could shoot it down because that's the best thing they can do. Now they do get in here, and they cut them off from Canada because they get Canada land. And they also, yeah, they do try and connect with US. That Mexico kind of say it's Mexican. They kind of claim USA is Mexican. So they say yay, now they collect their land, and then USA says no you don't. But look, shows map. Are you serious right here, bro? So they do know that's not their land. They just trolled the US Prime Minister who wants revenge. But yeah. The Mexicans have already pushed. Now the USA's are kind of thinking of a plan to get them back, while all their soldiers are joining the other team, making Mexico getting way more powerful while they just think of a comeback. So now Mexico kind of connects its two massive lands. I am sorry if the borders are gonna have to look like this. Then there's loads of rebels they fund, and it's just like this. The USA wasn't even repaired, and then they just touch, and the rebellions are together. So then we just have a massive thing happening. It's the US. I am sorry, US fans, but let me move that US name. That is not a good thing to say. Yep. It happened. It's happened, boys. Boys, it's happened. Boys, it's happened, boys. USA does another emotional speech saying how USA's never give up and how we're super strong and how no one else will attack. Not like Europe will do anything about this. UK comes and absolutely demolishes. Yeah, now we are going to count US, UK, and I'm only kidding. Wait, I'm sorry. So yeah, now we have the surrenderance of the USA. Now we do have the borders looking something. I'm gonna give you a hint. basically what the borders for USA will look like. I already feel guilty for doing this. Yeah, and by the way, all the US bases have been retrieved back to camp so they can put up a fight. So now the USA has gave up, and Greenland has more relationships with Mexico now. Now, Greenland doesn't want that to happen to them, so they don't join. And then Mexico realizes this, so they stop the bond as soon as Denmark was about to join. So now Mexico finally fights Denmark. Now we were all waiting for it. Denmark versus Mexico. Now they do, well, kind of fail. They kind of fail all their attempts to stop them, Denmark do. And they aren't joining until they realize how fast the Mexicans are destroying them. And we do also have, like, Puerto Rico getting absolutely run over. I think Puerto Rico is the most the most fighted area. Things glitched again. God damn. Anyways. Nope. I was just testing it. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, I don't know. Now, guys, we do have this happen. We do have the full annexation, Canada going up, and this is the final results. So first we have Guatemala being destroyed. And we do kind of have a force of USA joining Mexico side. Give me a sec, Dad! Sorry, he's calling me. Okay, give me a sec! Okay. Now we do have a very sad thing happening to USA. I'm sorry for this, but we have bad USA getting basically all this. We're gonna deal with these. Now we do also have Mexico doing something just a little bit more. But you're probably just uttering to say words right now. Oh yeah, by the way, I am so sorry, Canada, but you also have Quebec going big off this. And we do have Mexico taking all these, except for Puerto Rico and Cuba, because they kind of like hated that they had a civil war, and they kind of don't want that. So like, yeah, they constantly have to, and you get nothing, but just, yeah, so this is the new borders. As we can see, the US alliance being defeated. So yeah, guys, enjoy the video and please subscribe and peace.